In these 3 years, what did we learn about marriage, about being married? I think that's an interesting question. But just to give you context, how do I say this?
It was a trial and error kind of thing for
Yeah.
us, because when we started doing these talks, it used to backfire على طول.
You need someone who knows how to communicate, because everyone says communication is key. But إيش communication is key?
Yeah.
What does it mean? Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of بدون سكر, where talks are unfiltered and not sugar-coated. Today again, we have Ahmed, my husband.
Thanks.
Actually, this is an episode that we came up with together when we were traveling. It's been 3 years since we've been married, which is not a long time, but not a short time. And I think the main question I asked Ahmed, we didn't answer each other yet, so we're going to answer each other for the first time today, is in these 3 years, what did we learn about marriage, about being married? I think that's an interesting question. But just to give you context,
Exactly.
Ahmed and I have been together since 2017. We met when we were traveling. We had a 2-year-long distance relationship, which I do not recommend anyone to do.
Me too.
And then we reached a point where, like, hey, either we get married or we break up. And we got married a little bit quickly. So we got married 2019. And then Ahmed moved from Saudi to Dubai to be with me. And then COVID hit. So we moved from long distance to full quarantine.
Yeah.
And that was not easy. And yes, first year of marriage is always the hardest. We wanted to break up a few hundred times only. So in the 3 years of being married, what did you learn so far about being married, on marriage?
It's not really about learning something about getting married, or like about being married. It's about understanding the other person. So basically, it took me 3 years to understand that your anger is harmless.
Yes. I kept telling you that.
It doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't really matter. Because, listen, where I grew up, it was a household where feelings are not, like, positive feelings are shared.
Okay.
You know? And everybody's lovey-dovey, habibi hayati. But when there's conflict, كل واحد يمسك طريق. You know? So on rare occasions, we confront. So I couldn't really deal with your anger, and I felt that anger was channeled towards me. And you know, in long distance, I couldn't really deal with that. I couldn't understand it, and it used to put me down so much. But now it's so funny because. you might be angry with 5 things at the same time, or like you might be angry 5 times a day for different reasons, and it's just okay.
Yeah,
It doesn't, like, it took me time to understand that you're, you know, like,
it's whatever.
Yeah, no, you can be loud, but it's just like,
It's just noise. The
whatever.
thing is, so I come from a household that's exactly the opposite, where anger is very normal. And you shout a lot, and then you move on, regardless if it's toxic or not, or healthy or not. But at least we confronted a lot, and it got out of the way. And I think it's my inability to deregulate my emotions. So that's the only way where I can. It's like an outlet for me to be that loud and to be that angry, and it's a burst. If I don't do it, then it's a problem. So I do that, and then it's not at him. And I told Ahmed a lot of times, it's not at you. I'm just angry, and I do that at work as well. I do it because I know this is a part of me that I'm working on. But until I figure it out, I have a disclaimer. It's not about you. I just need to be angry. I need to be loud. I need to be noisy, and then life moves on.
Yeah, all those years that I didn't understand it, I was like, why يا أخي؟ إيش بك؟ إيش في؟ إيش فيه? Why are you so angry? يا أخي, it's not worth it. Blah blah blah. And I would get into that like إنه لا إنه أنت غلطانة أكيد. You know إنه. But the thing is, you just express yourself in a specific way, where, to be honest, I do wish, or like I wish that I was more expressive. But if you see me now,
you're much.
I mean, that's
different.
one thing that you learned about me now, or like something that changed about me.
Yeah.
So I'm more expressive now. So I learned that from you. بس يعني in moderation, more. Not to your level, but.
It's okay.
So what did you learn?
How do I say this? You have to remove your ego when you communicate your needs. Number one, communicate your needs, because the other person will not understand it, and their understanding of your needs is going to be different than your understanding of your needs. And I know, especially for girls, but if he wanted it, he would have done it, or he should have known better. We all say that, but لا, they don't know.
No, of course
no one
we don't.
knows. You don't know. And you have to remove the ego, because I know it kills the special part of it, but the special thing is that they're putting effort. So me and Ahmed actually we put specific time away, or like specific time خاصة when we travel. Our travel is our quality time, where we catch up on everything and we talk, but we also openly communicate. And the thing is, you need someone who knows how to communicate, because everyone says communication is key. But ish communication is key.
Yeah.
What does it mean? It's not about like, hey, it's not a compliment. It's not about telling them about your day. It's about, listen, I need XYZ and I need it this way.
Yeah.
And the other person, it's going to be hard if the other person is not open. So luckily we both are open to these things. We have feedback, let's say loops. We talk about things, and we assess them and we review them, and we try to make changes. It's not going to always be correct, but you have to remove your ego from that. You have to.
But the thing is, it was a trial and error kind of thing for us, because when we started doing these talks, it used to backfire على طول. Like we used to fight. It wasn't really communication. It was like, okay, we're gonna like try to communicate, and then we fight. like in 5 seconds we're fighting. But I think after 3 years now, I could say proudly that communication has been much easier.
Yeah. No, there was another thing I forgot. What was it? What else did I learn about being married?
To be honest, I think, and that's for all the guys. Yeah, I'm not being sexist or anything, okay? But
that's what everyone says. Yes, go on.
Yeah, but like, women just elevate you.
Thank you. I know.
That's and I think in all scenarios, لا حد يجي يقول لي لا, in almost all scenarios, they elevate you. They elevate you in different ways, depending on how they're like. But they will definitely elevate, or like they would really want you to look your best, and they'll be annoying a little bit, like they will be nagging about it. But the thing is, when you look at yourself after a certain period of time, you look back and you say, you know what? Thanks, babe. Like, I like who I am right now, and I could proudly say that there's a big influence from my wife. You know, that's another thing that I learned.
So you trust me more.
Sometimes.
Anyway, another thing is to identify and define what each brings to the table, or roles, and you have to make peace with it, because if you want more from the other person or you want it differently, you have to be okay with what they bring and what they don't bring, and find other sources for that. And that's it's okay, because if you don't accept it, and you're not honest with yourself and honest with the other person, and you don't appreciate it, this relationship is over. And we reached those places where I wanted something from Ahmed, and it's just, he can't be that, and I can't be whatever. Like, for example, we have very different love languages, And I know everyone keeps telling you have to love the person the way they want to be loved, but that's one of the hardest things, because if that's against your love language or your inability, yani I cannot show affection at all physically. I can't. Ahmed wants all of that. I can't. And it's so hard, and it's so hard. But now he's starting to learn that my acts of service, my quality time, me doing this for him when I don't want to, or I do, is helping bridge that. I have to also figure how I can do more, but it's not easy to give the way they want to be given. So you have to make peace with the limitations and appreciate the value. If you don't, I think there'll be a lot of resentment. And again, we've had it, we've dealt with it, and we had to choose that we're going to be okay with this, that we're going to be okay that, Razan cannot express this way, or Ahmed cannot think this way, and then work around it.
I think, I think we also reached a point where we're like, okay, we're partners in this, and we really bring different things to the table, like. Yeah. But we also truly believe that those two things kind of what's the word? كملوا بعض.
Yeah, compliment.
Yeah. So I lost the idea that I wanted to say. Yeah. So like those two things, they complement each other, and I will not keep thinking, there's a specific thing that I want from Razan that I want her to do. خلاص. Like I used to be speaking about love languages. خلاص, I want you to love me. Habibi Hayati, give me that. You're not that.
I'm only
took me some time that to realize and know she can do that. It's not that she's incapable. She can do that, but she can do it in her own time when she has that capacity. It's not like you're not lovey-dovey at all, And at the same time, all what I did, or all what I used to do is Habibi Hayati, طبطب عليكي. Exactly.
It was so annoying. That's the thing.
God, I had to tone it down a little bit.
I had a talk with a friend recently who told his partner, and I think I said the same things, is what you're giving me is a nice to have, not what I need.
Oh God.
And that's exactly it. You can give a lot to the person, but if you're giving the person the wrong things, it's never enough.
It's so funny.
It's not appreciated, but it's not the right thing.
I still remember you telling me, you give me a bundle. I still remember a bundle. Oh God, it used to annoy me so much. You give me a bundle of things that are nice to have. And that just kills me.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's not. No.
But
I'm not,
everyone feels that way.
But it's true. You know what? If you weren't honest, you didn't actually tell me that,
we wouldn't have changed.
We wouldn't have reached this communication level.
Again, it's sad because that person is giving you so much, but it's not what you need. But that's the thing. You have to be honest with yourself. What is it that you need? And communicate it clearly. Because if you don't know what you need and why you need it, you'll never reach a place. You just know it's not enough, and you're gonna put yourself and the other person down in a very detrimental way, in a very destructive manner.
Yeah,
and people will do that. And you have to be. I think being honest with yourself is one of the most important things in a relationship, because if you're not, you're just gonna go in circles. Yeah. It's so vicious.
I want to ask a question.
Oh God. No.
So what did we learn from marriage? Okay. But what did change in you after 3 years of marriage? It's a different angle to look at it.
It's a mix of things, because also I've done a lot of therapy, and I think the Razan you've met in 2017 is a very different person. Also, I was much younger. I think I calmed down. I think I've become more patient with things. I've become more appreciative of things. I've also tried to become more expressive,
Yeah.
And again, back to communication and being open to feedback, because we say really not mean, but honesty hurts at the end of the day. No one wants to hear the honest. Everyone tells you they want to be honest, but when they hear it, it's not that easy.
No, it's never easy.
No. It's about being open to that and looking for quality time. And I think also learning how to have fun without each other and with each other, you know?
Yeah.
What about you? We don't have much time, so what about you?
Okay. I feel when you met me, I was a boy. I wasn't.
I will not deny or confirm that.
No, honestly, I'm not shy to say it. Like, I'm not embarrassed. When you met me, I was a boy. I wasn't mature. And I look at myself now. It's just like كأني قطعت 10 سنين ولا 15 سنة in 5 years, because I lived in a bubble and I was very sheltered, and I just that was like fast track to maturity, you know. It's not just you, babe.
Anyway.
It's everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very grateful and thankful for how things happened, with to be honest, with everything that's happened, the good and bad. To look at myself, I'm happy where I am, and how mature I got, or maybe not mature ولا لا.
لا it's okay.
No, I am happy where I am. So I think it changed me completely. Like this whole journey changed me a lot.
I don't know if it changed me completely. I think it accentuated good things. I'm less angry.
I think
I'm less angry. That's good.
I think it put you in a calm space,
Yes.
and it made you more content.
Yeah.
For sure, but it did not change you, because I think when we met, we were already in different phases and stages. So you were already there, and دقيتي انت already. So I had to come here, وندق, I get closer to that level. So yeah.
So we keep the marriage. We keep the marriage
for another 2 years, and then we have to renew the contract.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, نحن دحين 3 سنين صح؟
So
2 years and then renew
we'll
contract.
have a session, feedback session, and we'll see.
We'll see. إن شاء الله نكمل.
Well, thank you for being another episode with me, and thank you guys for being on this journey with us. Let us know what are your biggest learnings in relationships and marriages, and hope you are in a good place as well. Thank you.
Thanks.